Hey guys, it is Jess with Watch Kitty Shrink, and I believe this is week 64, but whatever I put in the title is correct. Post-op VSG, let's just jump right into stats. I am 30 years old, I'm 5 foot tall. On August 23rd, 2016, I had a weight loss surgery procedure called vertical sleeve gastrectomy, which is where they remove about 80% of your stomach. I had this done at Pikeville Medical Center with Dr. Amy Johnson in Pikeville, Kentucky. My highest weight ever was in April of 2016. Sorry, thought I was going to make it. And it was 285.0. My surgery weight was 255.4. Last week I was 140.8. And this week I am 140.2, which is a weekly loss of 0.6 pounds, a since surgery loss of 115.2, and an overall loss of 144.8. Don't get me wrong, I am tickled that I lost 0.6. We'll go into all that, why I'm tickled about it, but dang, I'm 3 ounces away from being in my goal decade. I really wanted to be out of the 140s, but it is what it is. I really am tickled that I had a loss at all because I had such a good loss last week. I was kind of afraid I would gain a little bit of it back this week. Plus, it is Shark Week, and it has been the worst Shark Week of my life. Oh my gosh, I felt like actual death on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Started feeling a little bit better on Thursday, but still didn't feel like myself. I still don't feel really good today, but I feel a little bit better. Shark Weeks like that are just awful. I just felt so drained and exhausted and achy, and I was craving all the things, and I'm so proud of myself. I resisted all the things. And then, of course, your body is bloated, so you start feeling bad about yourself, and it's like, dang it! I was just feeling good about myself, and now I feel like crap about myself. But I think in with Shark Week, there was also a mixture of some keto flu. Like I said, I'd been off keto for like 3 weeks, and then I got back on, and so that tends to happen. It wasn't, I don't think the keto flu was that bad, but I think that little bit of detoxing carbs while also having a bad period was just not a great combo. I had to travel for work this week. I'm really grateful for all the opportunities I'm given at work, but when you're on your period, you just kind of want to like chill, and you know, I couldn't do that. I was traveling and wanted to dress up nice, and of course, you know, I didn't like the way I looked because my stomach was bloated and y'all, whatever. Nothing really major to report this week. I really hope to be in Gold Decade next week, which means I just have to buckle down. I didn't do anything. Sorry, I got a notification on my phone. I didn't do anything bad this week, but it's just, you know, got to be consistent. I still would love to reach 135 by the end of the year, but what is it, 3 weeks away? I don't know that it'll happen, and I'm not going to lose my mind if it don't. I'd be really excited if it did. But I definitely, by the end of the year, at least want to be in the 130s in some way. So, yeah. I really think that's all I had to talk about. I don't know if you can tell. Maybe you can tell a little bit. Regrowth is real, you guys. Oh, my gosh. My hair, I have to try to tuck things, like, under my bangs and everything, because my hair is growing back, like, in crazy little twigs. I'm glad it's growing back, but I wish it would hurry and at least get heavy enough to lay down on my head. Oh, I could talk about this. This was kind of a cool NSV. We went to Hibachi for a work lunch, and it was with a bunch of people who I didn't know because we're routed through like Columbus, Ohio, and Roanoke, Virginia, and Charleston, West Virginia, and all kinds of places. And a lot of people from there came to this, and I sat beside, you know, a man I didn't know, and it was hibachi, and this was a big moment for me because I'm not one to really like to speak out or make myself look different, but I knew if they had put rice on my plate, I would have been tempted to eat a piece of rice. And so when they was taking our orders, I was like, I want light sauce and no rice. No big deal. Well, then when they started putting my food on my plate, you know, they had to make mine separate, which again, I usually don't like, but you know, this is how I am now. So it had the little bit of light sauce on it, and so it was just steak and chicken and veggies. in the light sauce. And the guy beside me, he was like, so what kind of diet is this? Is this a diet? And I said, yeah, it's low carb. And, you know, you don't always have to go into full details with, you know, someone you don't know. So I didn't explain it was keto. I just said it was low carb. And he said, well, how long have you done it? And I said, almost 2 years, because April will be 2 years that I've done some form of a low carb diet. And he said, well, how much weight have you lost? I said, well, in the last 2 years, I've lost 145 pounds. The look on his face, he went, what? And I said, yeah, 145 pounds. He said, there is no way. You don't look like you have ever been heavy in your life. And I was like, well, I was. And he said, do you have a before picture? And I said, yeah. So I showed him one of my pictures from before I, even, you know, when I was at my absolute heaviest. And you could have knocked this man over with a feather. He was like, I'm just being honest with you. You don't look like you have ever been this heavy in your life. And that was one of the things I was most excited about when I started the new job and basically just kind of starting my life over, is these people didn't know me as Heavy Jess. And so to hear somebody say that I don't look like the kind of person that had ever been overweight before is so surreal to me, because it's such a part of my brain that, to me, I think, like, I'll always have big girl brain, and like, I guess I just feel like people can tell, oh, she used to be big. And for somebody to say that I just look like a normal, thin person who's always been thin is just weird to me. Like, I don't know. I guess that because in my mind I'm always going to be a big girl, I think that it shows. And it was really cool to hear that, no, it don't. That was pretty cool. I'm really just proud of myself for having the courage to kind of stand up and be different about my food. Like I said, I don't really, in the past, I never really liked doing that. But there was the hibachi incident, and then when we was traveling, they ordered pizza. And I was like, oh, man, I'm going to have to just eat the toppings off of it and look like a kid and all this and that. And then to my surprise, they'd ordered salads. And so I didn't even, most people was getting like a salad and a piece of pizza. I just got the salad and didn't get a piece of pizza. And then 2 or 3 days later, my boss was at the office and they had ordered pizza and salads again. And he was like, do you want me to go get you a salad? And it was just cool to me because it was like, people know now. Like, oh, Jess is a healthy eater. You know what I mean? Like, they don't question it. Would she want some pizza? Would she want this? They're like, oh, well, Jess just wants a salad. I don't know. That was cool to me because I didn't talk about this when I traveled 2 weeks ago. But the girls that I was with, my boss was ordering us lunch then. And the girl that was training me got a salad. The other girl down the hall got a salad. And I got a salad. And I was thinking, you know, 2 years ago, not that anyone else would have thought this. I would have thought this. I would have thought they think, oh yeah, she's just eating a salad because we are and she doesn't want to look bad. But this girl don't really eat salads. But I was comfortable getting the salad because I felt like I didn't look like I was trying to imitate anything. They were thin girls. I'm a thin girl. I was eating like a thin girl. And I didn't look out of place. I don't know if I'm really describing that right, but that's just how I always felt. Even when I was on a diet before and I was eating healthy, but I was still big, you felt like people almost pitied you, like, look at her, she's trying, blah, blah, blah. But I actually felt like I looked like I was eating, I don't know, I felt like I looked like someone who would just eat a salad and it wouldn't be a big deal. So I don't really know how to describe it, but I'm going to bet that a bunch of you out there know what I mean. So that's about it. I have my last driving test or driving lesson in like 3 or 4 hours. So I'm going to get ready and do that. I've got to change. I just put this on for the video. It's like blazing cold outside. So I've got to change. I've got to wrap some presents. If you're wondering what that stuff is, some gifts came in and it says right on the box what they are. So I had to cover them up with blankets because I haven't had time to wrap them. So yeah. I tried for my driver's license. Right now we have it set for December 18th, but we might have to change it. I'll let you all know, but I hope you guys are having a good week. I feel like this video rambled, but yeah. Gonna stick to keto. If you don't follow me on Instagram, please do. Cindy VSG started this epic challenge on there. I think I talked about it last week too. It's Slim Down for Countdown. And I've been posting my food almost every single day. That has helped me like do better with tracking, making sure I really am hitting my macros, my calories, all that stuff. And so if you're wanting to get an idea of what someone eats after weight loss surgery, or if you're just wanting to get an idea of what somebody eats on keto, you can check out my Instagram. It's Watch Kitty Shrink too. And like I said, I usually post my food every single day. I love you guys. I'll see you next week. Bye.